I'm Charlton Barreto. We've worked on a couple of POCs here to illustrate end-to-end rich services in the cloud. This is the ability to provide rich internet applications that are using cloud services, utilizing virtual containers and Intel technology to provide a secure, isolated, and manageable environment. What we're showing right here is the same NASDAQ targeted application that you may have seen before. This is the application targeted at a vPro machine. This is the same application targeted at an Atom machine. On the vPro machine, you notice as you have 3D rendering, we have all of the panels up. It's a very immersive experience. We have this doing replays at the time being. We're looking at Intel shares from a historical set of data from 2008. Within a day of trading, you can drill down on the details of each trade. You can look at the bids and the quotes or offers for them. At the same time, you can see here on the Atom, because what we're doing is we're using the Mobility SDK to detect whether we're running on vPro or Atom. We're deploying or provisioning out here 2 panels, no 3D rendering, very limited interface. It's still more immersive than a typical traditional browser interface, but we've scaled it down to make sure that we better fit the form factor of the Atom. So here we can, you can disconnect this, right? You can take a look at a different set of data. We're actually now downloading and caching data, so you can pull the Ethernet connection, and you got this up and running. You're still able to continue working with this no matter where you happen to be, whether it's in a disconnected area or within a having a dodgy network connection. Now I'm going to show you another demo that I've got here. And this is the document editor demo. So we've got here is a document editor in the cloud. This is a rich client again. It's using virtual containers. It's still locked down to these particular machines using TXT and TPM. And using rich services, I'm able to actually come in here and update this document at the same time that I'm editing it over there. So you can notice that every change that I make is going to be reflected here. The typing here is synced with the cloud. And you can see on the other machine, as soon as a sync occurs, it actually pushes out the updates to the peer at the same time that it's uploading the transaction up to the cloud. So none of the clients actually have to poll the server in order to be able to perform their updates. The updates, they're all peers, they're all publishers and subscribers of their own updates. Now what's really nice about this application here is what we're showing is that running within this container and locked down to this machine, you can actually control your cloud applications, these rich applications, from a central IT administrative point. I can decide that I actually want all of my corporate applications to be locked down to this one device. And if you don't have the keys in TPM, you can't initialize the virtual image. At the same time, we have this end-to-end setup with respect to TXT. So what we do is we perform an identity management and an integrity check process on the server as soon as it boots up. That gets logged by the service engine. Service engine won't start initializing the images themselves for remote access or provisioning unless that integrity check passes. As when the clients start up and the vPro clients start up and they start requesting provisioning of these applications, an integrity check will be performed on the client. If that doesn't pass, it doesn't go any further. If the integrity check on the server never passed, the handshake will determine that I can't even download any of these images or applications. So it gives you end-to-end control of how your applications can be used on both server and client. And we're using management technologies, resource management on the server, and AMT on vPro to be able to perform in-band and out-of-band management. So this provides you with a full suite of applications that are no longer tightly bound to your operating system, yet you can utilize vPro features on the clients and Nehalem features on the server to be able to provide a full level of control from IT, isolation from your user applications. This is enabling things like bring your own PC to work. So now instead of I have to get a PC provisioned over from IT, I can buy my own. I'll go in there, they'll give me an image. This image won't take over, it isn't a gold image, it isn't an OS image, it is a virtual container that can utilize vPro and features to be able to lock down the security, authorization, authentication, identity management, and the isolation of my corporate apps. And I can run my corporate apps without fear of any compromise on my host system being able to affect that.